Do you know which country has the world's largest foreign exchange reserves? Keep your wallets close as we discuss how China's foreign exchange reserves increased in December, bringing the total to a whopping $3.128 trillion. That's an 11 billion increase from November. That being said, hello and welcome to Business Phil. With such a large sum of money in reserve, it begs the question of how it will be used and its impact on the economy. Everyone, from central banks to individual investors, is scrambling for answers as financial markets grapple with the potential implications of such a large increase in forex holdings. The most pressing question is what impact this surge might have on global trade. Today's video will look into the answers and show how much power China now has due to its massive accumulation of foreign currency reserves. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more amazing content. How much did China's foreign exchange rose? China's foreign exchange reserves grew in December, according to official data. This was because the US dollar lost value against other major currencies. According to the State Administration of Foreign Exchange, the country's foreign exchange reserves went up by 0.33% from November to December. It went from $3.118 trillion to $3.128 trillion. The foreign exchange regulator said that the rise in China's foreign exchange reserves was due to changes in monetary policy in other major economies and global macroeconomic conditions. This made the dollar lose its value against other major currencies, which drove up the value of China's non-dollar assets. What about China's gold reserves? According to the data, China's gold reserves went from $111.65 billion in November to $117.24 billion at the end of December. At a meeting on January 4, an official from Foreign Exchange Control talked about the most important things that need to be done in the coming year. The government agency promised to improve the operation and management of foreign exchange reserves by encouraging specialized investments, scientific and technological operations, and market-oriented institutional governance. These efforts aim to ensure that China's foreign exchange reserves are safe, flow well, and grow in value. Did the same thing happen in November too? In November, China's foreign exchange reserves also went up. This was the biggest increase in a single month since November 2013. It had $3.12 trillion in foreign exchange reserves, an increase of $65.1 billion, or 2.13% from the end of October. The US dollar index dropped by about 5% in November, and the yuan gained about 3.9% against the US dollar. Moreover, the currency's value fell about 7% against the Japanese yen. So, as China continues to roll out policies that help stabilize the economy, and as each policy is fully implemented and starts to work, the economy as a whole is expected to improve and keep foreign exchange reserves stable. How does the US dollar connect to China's foreign reserves? When the US dollar falls in value, many other currencies in China's foreign reserves go up against the greenback, making the total scale go up. In 2023, China's foreign exchange reserves will likely grow even more because the US dollar will be under more pressure to drop in value. This is in addition to the fact that the US economy will be getting worse. However, the range of the increase may be limited because the current level of foreign exchange reserves is within a reasonable range, and the central bank is unlikely to make big changes to foreign exchange reserves. What is China doing to deal with monetary policy shocks from other countries? The People's Bank of China has committed to increasing yuan exchange rate flexibility and monitoring potential shocks caused by overseas monetary tightening and a weakening global economy. The central bank will continue to advise exporters and importers on how to hedge against currency fluctuations, and it will tighten its oversight of cross-border capital flows. Foreign investors increased their holdings of Chinese debt by $5.1 billion in December, marking the first month of net inflows since February 2022. Morgan Stanley increased its forecast for China's economic growth in 2023 by 0.3 percentage points to 5.7%. Exceeding the government's widely anticipated growth target of more than 5%. It also raised its 12-month US dollar-yuan target to 6.65 and predicted that China's equity market would perform best in the world this year. Will China be affected by the global recession? A possible global recession could hurt China's exports. If the trade surplus goes down, the yuan's value will go down. China's trade outlook is getting worse, which is why a warning was given. In December, exports dropped 9.9%, which was more than the 8.7% drop in November. A currency is less stable when it appreciates quickly in only one direction. It, along with the drop in exports, could force the central bank to stop using some anti-cyclical measures. China has become a major player in the world economy over the past few decades, and its growing forex reserves are another sign of this. Even though the pandemic has caused them a lot of trouble, they were still able to build up their foreign exchange reserves. This means that China's economy is growing steadily and showing other countries how to do the same. What do you think of this development? Do you think it's good for the world economy, or do you think it could cause some problems? Tell us in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your time. We'll see you later.